Come on into the library. It's a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Milton Wordsworth, Shelley and Jackson, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come and be a story maker. Story makers. Story makers.
It's midnight. Hello.
Has everybody gone?
The sun is down, the stars are bright. Story makers come out at night. Milton Wordsworth, story maker and magical maestro, at your service. Ah, I see someone will be going on a long journey.
Oh, yes, I am.
Surprise! And I'm coming with you.
I see you've got the holiday bug.
Bug? What bug? Where?
Oh, no, Jelly. I think what Milton means is we want to go out and about, to travel the world, to boldly go where no story maker has gone before.
Absolutely right. So where are you going?
Oh, it's a game. You look at what I've packed and see if you can guess.
Right, well, we've got the map. Now we've got water wings.
For swimming! So we're going somewhere where you can swim.
Very good.
I hate
What else?
swimming.
We've got bucket and spade.
Oh, yes. What would you use that for?
Making sandcastles. So we're going to the beach and to swim. But to build sandcastles.
That's right, yeah.
What is this?
Oh, that's my lunch. Yes, it's a chocolate and cheese sandwich. I ate half of it, you see. But we could use that half in the story machine.
Good idea. Will you help get the machine going by saying the magic words? Imagine a story.
It's a playbook.
Chloe stays at a hotel.
Chloe was very excited. She was on the way to her grandma's, who lived a long, long way from Chloe's house. The journey was so long that it would take 2 whole days. So Daddy and Mummy decided that they would spend the night at a hotel. They parked the car and went inside, carrying their suitcases with them. Chloe had her own small suitcase and she was very proud of it. Inside the hotel, they went up to the reception desk and the lady gave Chloe a key. The key had a number on it. It was number 203. Upstairs, Chloe started looking for their hotel room. All she had to do was find the room with the same number as on her key. The first door was room 201. That wasn't right. Next, it was room 202. That wasn't right either. Finally, they reached room 203, the same number as on the key. Chloe opened the door and went into the room. Inside, there were 2 beds. A big bed for Mummy and Daddy, and a little bed for Chloe. There was even a telephone next to Chloe's bed, and cups and saucers and tea and coffee. In the bathroom were fluffy towels. soap and special bottles of shampoo. Daddy put his big suitcase on the big bed and started to unpack. Chloe put her little suitcase on her little bed and started to unpack too. Then Chloe looked in her bag for her toothbrush. She couldn't see it anywhere. Chloe must have left her toothbrush at home. She wouldn't be able to clean her teeth before she went to bed. Don't worry, said Dad. I'll call downstairs for room service. Chloe had never heard of room service before. A few minutes later, there was a knock at the door. A man who worked for the hotel was carrying a tray. He gave it to Daddy. On the tray was a brand new toothbrush and a tiny tube of toothpaste. Chloe was so pleased to have a new toothbrush that she cleaned her teeth twice before dinner.
Milton, what is this funny picture?
This? It's called a map.
A map?
Yes, it helps you find your way when you're travelling.
Ooh, how?
Well, it's a bit like a globe, except it's flat.
Oh.
Now, look, here's Europe. Here's America. This is Africa.
Ooh.
And that is Australia.
Oh, it's a bit like being high in the air, looking down on the land and the sea.
Yes, it is. Let's make another story.
Oh, yes, please.
We can use a piece of this.
Ooh.
Now all we need is a little imagination.
Will you help us make a story? Here it goes. Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. It's a tale from Faraway. That's good.
The story's about Gatocaca. Gatocaca, the brave warrior, often travelled far from his homeland of Sunda. He travelled over countries, cities and mountains. He travelled past 1,000 clouds and 1,000,000 houses. Until one day he looked down upon the great city of London. There he came to rest on one of the tallest buildings he could find. He looked at the city below and around him. There was so much to see. He could see children everywhere, in the parks, in their gardens, and at the shops. He saw the great buildings of the city. He liked the look of this huge city. But as the sun began to set, he saw the people going back to their homes, on trains, and in their cars. He thought of his own home in Sunda and wished to see it again. With one last look at London, Gatocaca flew away.
He flew a long way here for a holiday, didn't he? Oh, Jelly, you look interesting.
Oh, can you guess where it is I want to go to?
I'm not sure.
Come on, guess. What sort of person dresses like this?
Someone who dresses in the dark?
No, I meant what country do they wear clothes like this in?
I'm not sure.
Oh, well, look, here's a clue. What about these?
Oh, those are drumsticks. Ah, you're a drummer in a pop band.
No. No, they're called something sticks, and you eat with them in the country that I want to go to.
Something sticks. Oh, I know. Chopsticks. They come from China, which is over there. So the country you want to go to is China.
Yes, that's right.
The children were painting a picture about China today. I've got it down here. Here we are. They called it the Great Wall of China.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's make a story with it and find out. Come on.
Cool beans.
In it goes. Are you ready? Imagine a story.
It's a blue cow story.
Blue Cow and the Great Wall of China.
In a field not far away is a herd of cows grazing quietly. One of the cows is most unusual. Blue Cow wonders about the big world beyond her field. One day, Blue Cow was looking at the fence that went around her field. "I wonder if any other places have fences around them too," she said. "She's off again," said the other cows. So Blue Cow caught the bus that stops beside her field. "I'd like a return ticket to a really big fence, please."
There you go, madam. Hold very tight.
And they set off at once. And then they arrived. When Blue Cow got off the bus, she could hardly believe her eyes. There in front of her was the biggest thing she'd ever seen.
"The Great Wall of China,"
said a voice. Blue Cow looked down. There, alongside her, was Morris the monkey.
"Let me show you around,"
he said.
"That's very kind of you,"
said Blue Cow.
"Is the Great Wall of China a fence?"
she asked as they walked along.
"A kind of fence,"
said Morris.
"Fences are not usually made of bricks, though. This is a wall, an enormous wall, hundreds and hundreds of years old. It goes on and on and on for hundreds and hundreds of miles across China.
It looks like a giant snake."
"It's so big you can see it from space,"
said Morris.
"Moo, it's beautiful."
Blue Cow and Morris the monkey walked along the wall, past rivers and fields, until hundreds of miles later, they found themselves at a bus stop.
"Oh, thanks for a lovely walk, Morris,"
said Blue Cow.
"Any time,"
said Morris the monkey.
"You'll never guess where I've been."
"Where have you been?"
"I've been to the Great Wall of China. It's the biggest fence in the world."
"Everyone knows that our fence is the biggest fence. But we know it isn't, don't we?"
Oh, that was a great Blue Cow story.
It's almost time for us to go. The dawn is upon us. The morning is nigh. We've made our stories, and we bid you goodbye. Thank you.
Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are
Thanks for
fun.
helping.
Bye, story makers.
See you again soon.